What Sila would remember about that afternoon was that she had been wearing her favorite shirt. It was nothing fancy, just red with white stripes and blue stitching. But it fit perfectly, not too tight and not too loose. And it wasn't only comfortable, it was lucky. Because she had been wearing the shirt when she found a $20 bill on the sidewalk one afternoon when walking home from school. Sila had also bowled her highest score in August and done well on a very hard math test while wearing the garment. Another time, when she had on the shirt, she'd spotted a 2-foot-tall speckled owl sleeping high up in the tree in Hendricks Park. That was amazing. So the t-shirt was special. There was no question about it. At least, not until Thursday, September 6th, when Sila came through the front door of the apartment to find her parents in the kitchen. Her mom and dad were never there when she got home from school. They were always at work. Her mom's eyes were red and puffy from crying, and her nose looked like it was leaking water. Sila asked in Turkish, which was the language she spoke at home, "What's going on?" Her father put his hand on his daughter's shoulder. She could feel tension even in his fingertips. "We've had some bad news." Sila's ears started to buzz. One of her grandparents must have died. Her voice was shaky as she asked, "What happened? You have to tell me." Sila's mother, Oya, looked as if she was going to speak, only nothing came out except a long, dry exhale that had choking sounds mixed in. But then her father managed. "Your mother is going on a trip. She'll be back soon. Very soon." "A trip? Why?" "Legal things. Fixing paperwork." Sila looked at her mother. "Where are you going?" "To Turkey." Sila's eyes moved from her mother to her father. They weren't sick. No one had died. Health wasn't the issue. Sila stared at her parents and could see they were trying to seem calm, but it looked as if their heads were going to explode. "I don't understand. So what's the bad news?" Her mother wiped her nose. "It's immigration. There is a problem." Sila's parents went on to explain that Oya needed to return to the country she left as an adult and get a replacement for a document that had never been properly executed. Without fixing the situation, Oya was facing a court proceeding and even deportation. So she just needed to correct a clerical mistake. They had a plan. It didn't sound to Sila like that big of a deal. Hadn't her mother admitted she missed where she was born? Couldn't going back to Turkey be a good thing? Didn't Oya speak all the time about longing to see Sila's grandparents? Wasn't she always saying she missed the bread and the cheese and the tomatoes she'd grown up with? But this trip was forced on her. Maybe, Sila thought, anything that you are told to do isn't as good as when you make the choice yourself. Everyone wants to be the boss of their own life.